So what we're going to do today in math is we're going to do a little bit more counting. So we're going to keep on counting and keep building on what we already know. So what I want to start off as our warm-up, so as our start to our lesson, what I want us to start with is we are going to do beep counting. And so what beep counting is I'm going to say a couple numbers, and then wherever I say beep, it's like seeing a blank line, and you have to figure out what number goes there. So if I said 1, 2, 3, beep, you have to figure out what number goes in that beep. And so that one would be the number 4, because 4 comes after 3. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So we're going to do it 2 times because it's the first time we're doing this. All right, so here you go. If I did 1, 2, beep, what goes there? The number 3. The number 3 goes there. All right, let's do one more. So what if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, beep? What goes in that area? What goes on that beep? The number 5. Good job, guys. We're going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep mixing up where we do it. And so this is something that we're going to do more and more each day. All right. So what I said that we were going to do is we're going to do some more counting today. So we did some warm-ups. We warmed up our brains. We switched our brains to math. So we are ready to go now. So right here you will see I have a graph. I have a graph. And what we're going to do in this graph is I have some cards here. And so what we're going to do is we are going to help me sort. So remember, sort means we're going to put things into groups. So we have an eraser group, a key group, a glue stick group, and a scissors group. So what we're going to do is when we see something, so if we see scissors, it goes in the scissors group, and I'm going to color it in. So today I'm going to use the color orange. So we have a pair of scissors. So I'm going to color it in. Just like that. And I'm going to put it off to the side. Now my next one is a glue stick. So I'm going to find my glue stick group, and I'm going to make it a different color so I can help myself see the difference between them. So I'm going to make this pink. All right, my next one is another glue stick. So I'm going to color in one more box. So this is how we make a graph. I'm going to tell you this is called a bar graph. It's called a bar graph. It's a big fancy word, so you guys can say it now. All right, next I have a key. So I'm going to put it in my key group. So I'm going to just color one because I've just seen one so far. And now I have an eraser. So I'm going to make it a different color. So I have one so far. So I'm going to just color in one. But now I see another one. So I have 2. So I'm going to color in 2 squares. I have another key. So I'm going to grab that color. So it's another one. And another eraser. I got a lot of erasers, guys. That way if we make mistakes, we can fix them. And another eraser. Oh, and so what I'm going to do is I had 2 erasers that I saw, so I'm going to color in 1, 2 boxes. So we're going to do 1, 2. Now my key. I have 1 key, so I'm going to color in another one. I have a glue stick. So I find the glue stick, I color in my next box. I have scissors, so I'm going to color in my scissors. I have 1 glue stick, 2 glue sticks. So how many boxes am I going to color in? 2 boxes. Good job. 1, 2. Oh, and I had colored in all of the spaces for glue sticks. Now I have a key. So I'm going to color in another key. And then I have 1, 2 scissors. So I'm going to color in 2 scissors. 1, 2. So now, guys, I have my bar graph all filled out. And so I want to count how many I have in each group. So in my erasers, let's count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So up here, I'm going to write the number 5. Then here I have how many keys? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write the number 4. How many glue sticks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to write the number 5. And then how many scissors do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I write the number 4. So this was putting together a lot of different things that we've been doing. I put together some sorting, so I put things into groups, and I did some counting. So that was today's lesson. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at our pages for the day. So now, guys, I have my practice page. So remember, when we see this up here, right here, it says practice. So what I want you to do is we are going to practice. You should write your name and the date. You guys know how to do it. All right, so the date I'll help us out is the 9/24/2020. The date you guys, or your name you can do by yourself now. All right. So it's asking us to practice writing the number 4. So my little trick for this one is trace down this side, cross the middle for fun, and top to bottom, and you're done. So that's for the number 4. Then for the number 5, we're going to go trace down that side, curve like that, and give it a hat. So one more time for the 5, trace down that side, curve like that, and give it a hat. So that is for our numeral 4 and 5. This is some extra practice. When we did those beep numbers, it's the same thing here. So you got to figure out where and what goes in these what goes in these places. So here we see that we are counting up because I'm going 2 to 3. But here you got to be careful because you're going down. So it's like sunset counting because you're going from 4 to 3. So be careful with what you're doing there, guys. And this is our practice page for today. Now the last thing that we are going to do is we are going to do our page for the day. So this is what we're doing for today. So write your name and the date as always. You guys can do it. Now my directions are count the shapes and write the numbers. Mark each shape as you count. So what it's saying is it wants you to mark each shape as you count so you do not forget that you counted them because there's a lot of things going on here. So if I counted this shape, I'm going to put a line on it or something to let me know that I counted it. Here it's going to show you all the different shapes. So if I see a smiley face, I'm going to find all the smiley faces and count them. Here I only see one smiley face. I'm going to mark it and write the number 1. You're going to do it for the rest of the shapes. And then just like on your practice page, you're going to write the missing numbers. So you're going to write your missing numbers. This one you are going up, and this one you are going down. So be careful when you're doing it. You guys can do this. Do your best math, and I can't wait to see how you do.